shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Walton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Walton. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Room here to run. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. 1st and goal from the 3. Hunt. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Dancing to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Henry here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Lawrence on 3rd down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. 69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Walton. Escaping the and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Looking to throw. Walton. Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
But atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
This is Hunt. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. To throw on 3rd down. Walton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team. So I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Lawrence going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A give to Elliott running left.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. Thrown toward the sideline, and Jefferson's got it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. A dump off to Elliott. Touchdown, Bengals. Ezekiel Elliott. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. On the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Back to throw. Walton. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Denver. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Rolling to his left. He'll get this to Elliott. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They go play action now. Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Into the secondary past the 40. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. The give is to Elliott, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence, middle of the field to Jefferson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lawrence will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his touchdown. It's caught at the 1. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Walton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From midfield now, Lawrence. That one complete to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. But to throw again is Lawrence, eluding the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 21, Broncos 7. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Walton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Walton. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Walton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Lawrence. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. They go play action with Lawrence. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And some room to work. The 20. Touchdown Bengals. Van Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
Trying to lay one up deep. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. To throw on 2nd down. Walton uncorks one for Davis. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Walton. Under pressure, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. Back to throw. Walton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check, 59.
Looking to throw. Walton. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.